Hey, what's up? It's Kapera here, and this is the project file for Escape, which is my record with Ava Silver. If you haven't heard it yet, you definitely need to go check it out, because in this video, we're going to be going through how I made it, just a few tips and tricks, and just a small insight to the project file, and talking a little bit about how the record came about. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, firstly was how the song started and how it came about. Now, I had been chatting with Ava Silver quite a bit. I've been working with her on the enhanced side, so obviously with songs with Matt Fax and with Henry Doug. We'd been working together on those, and we had discussed potentially setting up a collaboration between us two as well. She had been sending over song ideas, and there was this one which was Escape, and it was just the chords and the lyrics for me which just really connected with me. You know, why when we run, when we escape, that just hit me, and I was like, you know what, this song, I had the idea for where I wanted to take the breaks and a little bit on the drop, but either way I just asked her to send the parts over just so I can mess around with the vocals and the chords and the MIDI, and that's basically where the song started from. She sent those over, and then I got straight in to the project file afterwards. Alright, so firstly the drums. For me, the character really comes from in the verses and the chorus, where you've got the breakbeat going on. That for me was where the character of the record comes from. I wanted to make sure that I had that feeling real nice and authentic. Obviously on the main sections, on the electronic sections, I went for a more electronic drum set that sounded like you would typically hear, you know, from a typical dance record, but I wanted to keep it much more authentic and real, and obviously that comes with the instruments as well that came in later. But with regards to the processing of the drums, the samples themselves, yeah, obviously I programmed the rhythm of the drums myself and then on the breakbeat, and I routed all of them through into the same send so that everything was glued in together. I'll give you a quick look there. Lots of processing going on with them. Main one that I would say as well is the parallel compression that I've got going on here. I have the dry signal that I'm sending through here, and then I just have thick compression going on, and then I have EQ'd. I've just literally very simply brought up below on that signal so that I can really just choose how much I am bringing that signal back in here. So I'm not actually bringing it in a lot, but that's the processing of the gluing the drums together. And then with regards to the actual beat, here's the samples in. And it's just, yeah, it's just as easy as that, really. There we go. And then just lots of individual processing on each drum going on there. Main drop drums. On to the synths. So obviously you got the main lead. Now, a cool thing about this record is the main lead actually plays throughout the entire song. You know, that lead verse right at the end. And what I do is I'm messing around with filtering quite a lot, but not just that, but I'm also messing with the dry and wet signals from the delay and reverb on that. So in the verses, I've actually completely cut the dry signal out, and it's actually more just providing atmospheric sounds there with just the delay and the reverb. And for me, having that main lead playing throughout connects the whole song. It really glues it together, and yeah, it's something that's quite unique to this one for my productions, but I'm going to start doing it more often. So yeah, just a quick look here. Alright, so this is the main lead, and as you can see, it's going throughout the entire record there, and this is how it sounds at this part. Which is obviously what you hear on the main drop. But over here, there's a lot of atmosphere at the very start of the song, where I've just filtered, there's no dry signal going in. Then on the first drop, it's down here, it even opens up a little going into the drop. Of course, that's the main lead, and then you've got a ton of other sounds in there, and I went for real trance-inspired synth, so, you know, Omnisphere, Sylenth, and a lot of electronic, smaller, subtle sounds that really just contribute to the whole atmosphere and the whole chords, and, you know, I really wanted emotion to be felt in the breaks of a chorus, and that is where most of the sound's going on. I'll show you a couple as well, but you know, just every single small sound is just contributing to a gorgeous atmosphere. You've got pads, you've got small arps, you've got bells. I really went in with quite a lot of information on this record. Definitely did the laptop in a little bit when it came to the processing, but yeah, you know, every single sound really counts on it. I'll give you a quick look here now. Now onto the bass. Really simple on this record actually. You've got two basses, again one more Reese D&B bass for the breaks. It's kind of almost have a touch of a D&B feel to it, but that was more just to kind of, you know, cover the low end on that bit. And then with the main drop, it is just very simple. It's a saw bass with a sub bass underneath, and it's running on the 16th, and I've got percussion on the top. Really simple. I'll show you here. Alright, going on to that break bass. Oh, that's a thick sound. Believe it's even just silent. It's very simple. I've just got a bit of a drive going on the oscillator there, and honestly that's it. There's not really a lot going on there. I've just rolled off the lows a little bit, opening up the filter modulation. Easy. This is the drop bass. We're going through a send there. I see the synths coming through. Sign up again. Now instruments, very simple. I've only got two in there. I've got a piano, which is just, you know, the chords underneath, and you know, adds a little bit of motion in there. You know, with any kind of real instrument and an electronic record, it is going to feel more real, it is going to feel more human, and I do my best, even though I don't play any instruments myself. You know, I'm a good programmer, so I can definitely plug it in that way. And then including the piano, I have a string set in there as well, kind of almost Naughty Boy influenced there actually. I reckon he's actually one of the main influences that I took going into this this song. It's a bit of a Naughty Boy inspired record, so yeah, quick look here. And I've just used a grandeur for that. And to bring in the strings. Leave this with these session strings. MIDI. I feel like I'm cheating not being a musician, but I can program it in, so yeah. So that was a brief look into how Escape came about. There's obviously so much more to the record than that and how everything was done on the technical side, but you know, I really want to keep this video short and sweet. If you did like it, do head over to my socials at Kapera Music and let me know if you have any further questions as well. I'm going to be more than happy to answer them. Obviously you've got my EP Introspection, which came out at the start of the month, so I would definitely appreciate if you guys had to check it out, and yeah, let me know what you think on that one as well. I'm always open to hearing what you think when you listen to it. And also, do make sure you go over to Ava Silver socials as well, because, you know, this record wouldn't be anything without her. She did an amazing job. You know, the song is absolutely gorgeous, and a huge part of it goes down to her. So do make sure you go over to her socials and let her know that, you know, she's wicked. So yeah, I'm Kapera. That was my walkthrough to my song Escape. I hope you enjoyed it.